the big lumber we can set up. The stuff it won't hurt being outside because I don't believe we're gonna get that much rain.
Do you know when he plans on coming out?
Well, he says when you see this stuff, he says, you know, I'm close to being there. Because if it needs to, I don't have an issue. I will go they don't like them here, but I go buy freaking tarps if I need to cover it, you know.
Yeah, because I don't know if we're gonna be able to get.
Well, I think that this bigger stuff, we'll just set it here. The smaller stuff, we'll just put in the bay. You know, whatever. If that doesn't fit, we'll just leave it all outside, and we'll just, I'll just go up and get a couple tarps. Because I know this stuff here doesn't like a whole lot of water on it.
Yeah, I can slide this and that skid
In that bay.
that bay.
Well, you can see where they built the pole barn set. See in the grass here? See the squares?
Oh yeah.
This is where the major lumber set. The beams were over there. The trusses set right where the car was. Hello, Erica Luna. You got somebody from the Philippines. I wondered who he got because he said he's going to get his guys to bring it up because then I happened to see a Standard Lumber and I thought, well, maybe it's standing there, a guy driving like he's lost, but I said, apparently it's not him. I know Ron said as soon as you see the stuff here, we'll be here. So I'm assuming that they're going to be here yet this week because they gotta dig them temporary steps are coming out and those little cement pads are going to go away. So. The only thing I don't see is, oh no, that's right there it is. There's a siding, Colonial White. There you go. Tell your boss I gave you some advertisement. There, I gave you some free advertisement. Them things are so cool. I remember that when they didn't have them.
They're cool when they want to work right.
Yeah, that's true. Is that car okay? I can move it if need to. That car's not going to be in your way, will it? The car's not going to be in your way, will it? I can move it out of there. All right. I can't move that big rock. That rock's like 3,000 pounds. That's going to go up here when everything's done.
How are you gonna move it?
Our neighbor's got a big skid steer. He just went and built my driveway. He'll come over and pick it up. He moved it there when we were putting in the driveway.
Better clean her up a little bit.
Well, there's you can get an acid wash to put on them, and it'll bring them back. That was dug out of the road out here.
They won't be finding the road
Oh, that's normal up here. Yeah, Erica, this guy here is just delivering the materials to build it. They're supposed to hopefully be in, hopefully sometime this week they'll start on it. It'll attach our garage to the house. That way when we walk out the door, you don't have to walk out into the cold weather. We can walk right out and go right into the garage to the car. And there's my wife's car right here. And go right into get into the car and then open the door and just drive right out. Some of it's going to sit in the bay up there. You're good. You can drive on the yard if you need to. Yeah, you ain't gonna hurt it. Just back down in there and drive up. I go across it with my truck off. It ain't a true yard yet. We'll get that done when everything else is done.
That's fair.
Yeah, you can just drive right down in here if you want. There's a little lip there. There you go, you got it. You can go in some more if you want. But clear those sensors that way.
Out of those sensors?
Yeah. Yeah, they're off. They're on. There it is. All this is going to be. Hello, John. Well, this is going to be my breezeway. Attach the garage to the house. So you drove clear from Grand Haven up here. This was a nice drive for you. I guess, well, I drove one, used to drive trucks like this. I know they're not necessarily the most fun thing to drive, but you get them loaded, they're better. When you go out, go up here and go that way and take it right out to Sippy.
So go right up to where that.
Right up to this is Long Valley here.
Okay, yep.
And take that straight out to Sippy, then you can make a, which, I don't know which way you come in. Woods, you come in,
I don't know.
route you through 10.
Yeah.
Well, if you go out here, you make a left down the blacktop
Okay, yep.
and just take the blacktop, that's Custer Road,
Oh, yeah.
and take the blacktop and just go to your left, take it, just stay on the blacktop and follow it around. And you'll see there's a curb right here, and there's like a road right there. We'll take that road, and that takes you straight down. And now take that next to the major blacktop, make a right. That'll take you to Pentwater exit.
Perfect.
That way you don't have to go north to go south. They always do that. I don't know why it does that.
Yeah, it's funky sometimes.
I have ways on my phone I use, and sometimes it just drives me nuts. I said, why this way, you know? You need a.
That's yours to keep.
Alrighty, I'll get to my wife and.
Just gotta snap a couple photos of this stuff.
Alrighty.
Good to go.
That's nice of them. Yeah, that's the easiest way to get out of here. That's the way we take out of here.
But then again, pay by the hour.
Yeah, at least you don't do that trucker mileage stuff.
I did that for about 4 months. Paid by the mile.
I follow Justin Trucking. He's lives in North Carolina. He's a truck driver, independent. And he had to sell. He had a really nice couple $100,000 home. He had to sell it, and now they're living in a single wide on a lake because of fuel costs and everything else. And he's an independent. He's either that or get rid of his. Hello, Yas. Got somebody from, well, she's originally from the Philippines. This is gonna be my breezeway. I just waiting for the builders to start on it. All this material. And all of this. You didn't see my address. You never put your address up there. What? Oh, it says Slater Contractor on it, so that's all good.
Really?
Yeah, you never put your address on YouTube.
No. Even people that post their pictures on Facebook.
Well, I have a Facebook fan page for my channel, and I had YouTubers, you know, they can join it, and they were just posting the links to their live streams on it, and I said, I don't want that. You can come in and maybe post a picture, and I'll share a picture from where you're at, but it's not a promotion channel, you know.
Right.
So
Fan page.
yeah, you can come in, post your pictures, and say hello, or if I post something, you know. But yeah, this is my house. One of my houses. I have a second home. That's in Grand Rapids. This was originally our cottage. Now it's turning into our house. And our son is at our house in town.
Well,
Yeah, you're all set.
yes,
Just
sir.
remember, when you go out of here, just take this up to the gravel, hit the gravel down to the blacktop, make a left, blacktop. It'll go down to the curve, and just stay on it. It curves around to stay on it. And eventually you come to a long sweeping turn. You'll see a road just right there on your right-hand side. It's like a shortcut. Otherwise, you go through Crystal Valley.
Yeah.
And just take that road, take it straight over. That's Monroe, I believe it. And then make a right. When you come to the intersection, you'll see Farmers Fields. Then make a right and take that down, and you're at Pentwater exit.
Perfect.
And that way you don't have to go back up this way to go back that way.
North to go south.
Well, hopefully you won't have no more materials to bring. He said he's going to bring everything here we need, so I had some materials left over from last time, so I got eaves and everything else sitting in there.
Well, maybe we'll see you again if you decide to put up a cabin somewhere a little further.
Well, down the line, we're talking on this side of the garage. See, I got that stump sitting there.
Yep.
And that's going to come out. I'm going to put a overhang off there, in an overhang, and put a cement slab there. That way, if need be, we decide on a bigger trailer, I can put it over there underneath the overhang. If that makes sense. Because a fifth wheel will not fit in that bay. Because of it's an inch too short of putting a fifth wheel in it. So, but I can put a conventional trailer in there. And it's 32 foot long, deep, and it's 30 foot wide. So I can put a 26 foot fifth wheel in that bay.
Yeah, might as well get an overhang.
But the other issue is there's a Ranger, and that cart, I was going to sell it, but I decided we're going to keep it. And I was going to sell that, but now, because we're keeping that, this next winter, next summer, we're going to have the new trailer because we're going out west. We're going to Wyoming, Cody, Wyoming, Yellowstone, and all. We're going to do all the out west. My wife will be fully retired right by then. She's working actually right there by the windows. But then we'll use the trailer because I had a motorhome, and motorhomes didn't work. The motorhomes it was a terrible idea because you go someplace with it, you got to set it up, and if you want to go see something, that's the only thing you got with you. You got to break it down, and it was the 7 to 8 miles to a gallon for fuel. I figured I could drive that truck and pull a trailer, and we can just drop the trailer and use the truck to get around. So, and the unfortunate thing I didn't plan ahead is that truck's got a 5.5 foot box on it. Well, you need an 8 foot box. If I had an 8 foot box, that Ranger I'm looking at would fit in the back end of it. But if we get a toy hauler, I can put it inside, or if we get a fifth wheel, I can put a trailer on the back of it and pull it. So, but that's still going to do better than the motorhome did. Motorhome sit. It was in that bay and it would sit. It was 24 foot long, so I had enough room to put the golf cart ahead of it. So I'm going to hope the new trailer we're getting will set in there enough that I can put the Ranger ahead of it. The golf cart, I may have to get creative with another shedder or something like that, because I used to keep it in that gray one over there. I may have to rearrange some stuff around. But that is our plans. Then this from the corner of the pole of the garage to the house, and from the corner of the house to the garage, that's where the breezeway is going to be at. Then we're going to have an entry door and 2 windows. Then there's a slider sitting in there, and that's going to go on the back side. And 1 window. And those blocks, no, they're not mortared. They're just sitting underneath there. They've been that way for 11 years. The home is sitting on them. The weight, they got a channel underneath it, and the home is sitting on it, and it's pushing pressure down on there. You can't move them blocks. Well, each half of that house is 11,000 pounds. So you got 22,000 pounds plus what's inside of it sitting on there, plus the piers underneath it. It ain't going nowhere. Then it's strapped down to the concrete slab too. We were going to put a park model in here, but we said they were $65,000. That house was $31,000, and it cost us $7,000 to set the land up for it, and $5,000 to get it up here. There's 180 yards of fill sand just there. Right here, you're standing on here. This is 6 truckloads of 13-yard truckloads of fill sand and 5 loads of this crushed concrete to make the driveway. Because if you stand there at the steps, it's over 6 feet. The house is, but on the back side, you look at it, it's level. Oh, yeah. It's with the yard. It was easier to do that than it was to build up the yard.
Makes sense.
Hello, Joe. Got people from, I think she's an offshore foreign worker. She's from Dubai. And we got somebody from St. Louis, Missouri in here. But yep, so you can tell your boss that if he wants to know you were actually working, just tell him go on my YouTube. When it gets done rendering, I would give him permission to use it for advertisement.
Fair. That is fair.
Tell him I did get a picture of the name on the door and the phone number, so. I'll do this side too. There we go. That is your number, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Perfect.
Perfect. There. Gotcha.
Awesome. Well, thanks, man.
Yep. Thank you.
Till next time.
Till next time. We're always going to be building more.
Keep that lean keep going.
That'll be next. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be the whole length of the garage, and it's going to come out probably at least to that stump. That stump's going to come out, so it'll be that wide. Then eventually, if I do that, I can easily close it. Put some sides on it, put some steel on it to match that. Then enclose the front and put a garage door on it. That bay's always been there.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, the building inspector up here, he's kind of a doofus. He is he approved everything for the breezeway. It's subject to running changes, if that makes sense. In other words, he come up here and he won't like something, and you say, you're gonna have to do this. I never really pulled a permit for the garage. I did my own electrical. I did everything on my own. Cost me $800 for electric to power it up, and I only got half of it powered up. I still got to do lights, but somebody told me on eBay, $200, you get 20 lights, and they're LED light strips, and they're the width of your trusses. You screw them in there, and they're made to plug into each other. And I said, well, and he showed me, a guy up here, it's in the association here, has them. He showed them, and if I put six stripes, those strips in there, that'll brighten that right up. Then I give extra ones I can attach to the walls so they shine in. Yeah, that's the idea. All righty. Yeah, bye-bye. So